Hey, friends out there, this is Thursday, September 29th, 2022, and it's just about 4 minutes past 6 in the morning here in Northern California. And as usual, I'll talk about a few things today. I hope everybody's doing as well as they can in this crazy ass world run by money loving masters of misery. Anyhow, we're not making a lot of progress as a species, as a race, as a civilization, as human beings on planet Earth. In fact, virtually my entire life, we've been regressing, going backwards. And while, people can pick and choose and say, well, it's gotten better here or there or the next place, but the overall picture for the masses has not gotten good, has not gotten better. Okay, we're being controlled by people that love power. And where is the power? The power is in the purse strings. The power to control the masses. Very powerful power. Very effective power. And it really is a good and evil situation here. Evil being those that condone this monetary based reality, really an unreality, shoved down our throats from birth versus freedom. And the only way we could be free, I'm ever more convinced, is to be free from these people, these controllers. And like I said, it's very effective and very powerful tool, weapon, whatever you want to call it, means of control. Okay, it's like a ball and chain around all of our ankles. They have normalized slavery. They can't do it the way they used to. They've had to evolve. And the way they've done that is by being very sneaky, crafty, surreptitious, in your face, but hard to figure out. Keep you confused, off balance, discombobulated, disunited. Very important. This is the MO of these people, is they like to keep the masses divided, thinking that the problem is with that other half of the mass. It's the Democrats that are doing this, or it's the Republicans that are doing this, right? Depending on which vantage point you're coming from, they've manipulated your mind. They've mind effed you. We've all been mind effed. You think it's not easy for me to buy into this BS too, the blue and red thing, the Democrat Republican thing? Remember, the vast majority of these politicians in the upper echelons, in the Senate and in the Congress, the executive, these are all multimillionaires a million times over. Not all. It's a generalization, but it's fair in the context of full disclosure. So you understand this whole notion that they want the rich to pay, and this is how we're going to fix it. This is how we're going to evolve into a socialistic country, which a lot of people interpret as egalitarian because of our training. You see, a lot of people don't even know that term, and they're too lazy to even look it up. What is bad? What could possibly be bad about the term egalitarian? It simply means believing in equality. To my mind, it means believing in fairness. Looking at stuff squarely and saying, well, look, let's just say, for the sake of argument, that we all believe in God. Everybody, the blues and reds, Democrats, Republicans, conservatives, liberals, the socialists and the capitalists, we all believe in God. Then we could all fundamentally agree on a few things about God. Maybe not everything, the nuances. I mean, I'm not going to pretend to know everything about God, but I do like to help people clear up their idea of God and how simple it is to arrive at a fair assessment of the personality, the character, the nature of God and His will for us, her will for us, their will, as the Bible states. And I got nothing. If I can't refer to the scriptures, I got nothing to offer you. I really don't. Nothing that's really meaty, that really has power because this is an ancient text. You understand? You got to know our origins. You got to know about this guy Jesus that raised the dead and healed the sick, every infirmity out there. You understand? And that the fact that he has all power and authority on earth ultimately. This is it. And it's prophesied that his return is going to happen one day. All right, and we're getting closer and closer and closer. Of that we could be sure. Many say it's imminent. I believe that too. I do. There's a lot of ominous signs out there, like this woman chancellor, whatever, prime minister over there in Germany that just got elected. Germany, of course, is the head of NATO. There's this big discrepancy about Ukraine joining the NATO, and that's why Russia's all PO'd. They're threatened by the West taking over that area. And I've had people point out, well, it's like, China setting up nukes on the Mexican border. If Mexico allows that, well, that's okay, or the Canadian border. I don't know, I just don't know enough about it to comment on it. But you listen to different people and you get different ideas. But you see this whole idea of the power that is in the military, right? The threat of violence, and now is so profound with nuclear intercontinental ballistic missiles. This ties into the Trump thing, with Trump taking these top secret classified documents, the need to know basis. So even the president of the United States, or former president even, I mean, they're always president to some degree. They've always got Secret Service. So Trump's always had Secret Service. Somebody gave him those documents. He wouldn't know where to look. So, I'm wondering what he wanted information on. Are the X Files, is some of the X Files true? The UFO business, the cover up around that, the need to know, national security, all this kind of crap. But where I'm going with this is there's another interesting, there's many military men, high ranking military, that testify to the fact that lights have been seen outside nuclear missile facilities. And they're able to deactivate at will all the nuclear missiles. That means they can do it in Russia and they can do it in America. But do you think the powers that be want the public to have that kind of information? That UFOs are real and that they have the power to come in with impune, because we're helpless. We can't do anything against these things because the technology is far too advanced. And be able to take over basically all the nations. That's it. These could be God's holy angels. Do you understand what I'm saying here? The implications of you having that knowledge and how comforting that would be to you to know that they can't. It's only at the hand of God. If God allows them to start shooting nukes, then nukes will be shot probably, because these are insane people. They're out of control. Look, they too are spooked that they've gotten as far as they have. Like I point out, with what these people have gotten away with my whole life since the assassination of JFK, make Mother Teresa look like Hitler. Okay, I mean, let's see, let me say this right. What they've gotten away with makes Marie Antoinette, let's say, look like Mother Teresa. Okay? They can't believe it. They've expected a big revolt in the land, that people would figure it out and unite. All this BS about red and blue states and Democrat, Republican, conservative, liberal, socialist, capitalist. They'd figure it all out by now. They expected that. So they expected big changes organically that they couldn't stop just through knowledge, through education, and the accompanying power, empowerment that comes with that, not being confused and having the confidence to speak boldly to politicians and say, look, you little, you're supposed to be public service, servants of the people. We hired you to do a job for us, not some of us, all of us. You understand? It's we the people in the Constitution, not we some of the people selectively, because you're red or blue and we're in power now, so screw you. That's evil. It's un-American and ungodly.